Okay, welcome to another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmit. This micro series is just called Rambling. I want to get any information out to you because we are in critical times. We are in apocalyptic times. If you can't see that, then you are in an extremely deep coma. Because these people are doing everything they can to stop you, to stop your awakening. And it is not my intention to talk about that in this episode, maybe in number 3, but I would have to do a little bit of research on Coronas. Coronas is talking about the crown of your head. And if you look up Coronas, it is a deity that's just a skull. And I'm not going to say more about that because I want to have the research to show you and maybe to read from. So let me jump into what I wanted to talk about, which is how the universe works. The universe works by magic. Yes, magic. Now, magic, to you, magic is a trick upon the eyes. Magic is entertainment. Magic is something bad for religious people. Magic is something you cannot explain, but the truth of the matter is magic is how the universe works. It's because there is the unseen is how you get the seen. The invisible. From the invisible comes the visible. That is magic. So, I said I was going to talk about Einstein. Einstein is one of the biggest Freemason liars and puppets and devils that has committed inhumane acts on the masses by his deception and his just playing the character role of being some genius scientist that has people in total confusion, making up formulas that are 20, 30, 40, 50 numbers long and talking about fucking outer space. But you need this big ass long formula to understand outer space. And he is just, how do I say? He is just one of the puppets that have been brought onto the stage, the Matrix stage, to confuse the masses. And let me just tell you what did he say? Energy, E equals MC squared. Energy equals mass times I forgot what it means. MC squared, mass times something. That's all fakery. That's all fakery. Let me just tell you how the universe works. It's very, very simple. And Einstein does tell you maybe 1% truth, one statement of truth, is that energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. And the transformation of energy is magic. And it is alchemy. And it is how everything in the universe works. Now let me tell you a little bit more. Colors are energy, people. Numbers are energy. They are a force. It is exactly how you can transmit data from a computer in Japan to a computer in the US. It's only a numerical formula. The numbers themselves have magic. And I'm going to just say that word so you can get it through your brain. Magic is how the universe works, but what is magic? It's the unseen. What is the unseen? It's the word that we call spiritual. It's a spirit. So, let me continue. Colors are energy. They have a force. They have a power. Let's jump back to what Einstein said. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. And everything is energy. Everything is vibrating. Everything has a consciousness. Now, those points, Einstein says. And also those points, New Age thinking says that too. Let's get back to Einstein. As I'm just telling you directly, colors have energy and meaning. Numbers have energy and meaning. Metal has energy and meaning. And they all have a quality. They have more than one quality. They have multiple qualities for the force that they exert in the universe. So again, I'm just going to keep repeating so you can get it in your head. Colors have a force and an energy and qualities that influence the universe. Numbers have a force, they're an energy, they're conscious. They have an energy that influences the universe. Metal, different metals are conscious, they're an energy, they have a force, and they have qualities that influence the universe. Now, I just named 3 elements that are beyond the 4 elements that you are brainwashed to believe that only exist. There's more than 4 elements. And may I bring to my own attention the word L is in the word elements. That means God. L means God, or angle of light, or consciousness, or a creative source, a creative, self-creating source. That's what an element is. It is a self-creating force. And that is my own revelation right now. So again, we know water. Okay, we know the 4 elements, okay? Earth, fire, water, and air. And there really is a fifth one, which is the ether. Some will say it's the ether, but ether is actually air. But see, they have, how do I say it? They have hidden the truth by just calling it air. And you think, oh, this is just air. No. A more accurate word is ether, and ether is magnetism, electromagnetism. That is what's in the air. That is the energy of how that is the medium of how any frequency is transmitted. It's actually in Islam, they even give a deity name. And I don't know why, they say there's one God, but they call the air Hawa. The word for air is Hawa. And do you know what Hawa also means? It means Eve, the first female, supposedly. But Hawa in Egypt, you would know that maybe she is Nut, I think. Because there's just too many fucking Egyptian gods. I can't remember them all, to be honest. And a point I want to say about the Egyptian gods is all of those personify energy. Self-created energy. All those Egyptian gods, they are a personification of energy. And you are energy. I mean, you are energy. You are a self-creator if you only knew that and knew your connection to the universe and knew what magic really is, because it's available to you. And it's available to you more than anyone else because you are the original people from the beginning of time, where time is not even recorded. Actually, I should take that back. It is recorded. It is recorded. They have the, because you recorded it. You recorded it so that in this apocalyptic times that we live in, you would be able to know this information and wake yourself the fuck up to destroy this fucking place. So, let me review again. There are other elements. El means God, remember that. It means a self-creator. So, the energies of color is an energy and a force and an element. At least I'm calling it an element so you can understand. It is one of the elements. Because what I'm just trying to tell you is that all of these energies create magic. And you can use these energies to influence the universe. And that is what the elite know. And that is what they're fucking doing. What you think is just a color, oh, I just like this color. No. That color has a consciousness, a force, an energy, an element, and qualities that it governs. In this material world, it affects the material world. And that is how, it's very simple how to do magic, but you don't even need to do actual magic. All you have to do is know. And when you have the knowing about the elements and what they mean and what they can do, all you have to do is think things and it'll happen. I'm not, because we have been so dead for years and years, and I don't even, maybe 2,000 years. I'm not going to say that, okay, you could instantly manifest something. However, like if you want a hamburger, you're not at the level to say, I want a hamburger, and boom, a hamburger comes in your hand. But what I am saying is that your thoughts have as much weight in the universe as any material item. So that means that what you think can manifest. And I bear witness to that. Small things that I want do manifest, maybe within 4 days, maybe within 5 days, maybe within a week or two. But if I say something very simple, like just the other day, I said I wanted a piece of glass because I want to make a table. But I didn't say why. I mean, I already knew why, but I said I want a piece of glass. And that was only 2 days ago. And somebody gave me a piece of glass. I didn't ask for this glass. And it was a very thick, tempered piece of glass. And now I can use it as a cutting board and, to cut food on, and that's what I wanted. And I had said that. Now, does every single thing I say come true? No. If I insisted on more things happening, it could happen. But what I am saying is that you black people are the controllers of the universe, and that is why the powers that be, which is white supremacy for lack of any other word, is totally against your ass since you were born. And since they've discovered you, since they discovered you living in peace in your tribes, in your multitude of tribes in the Americas, they have been on your motherfucking ass. Because they know you are the original people of the earth, number one. And number two, they can't trace your ancestry back to the beginning. And number three, they have dissected your brain, and they know that actually, even physically, they can see a universe inside your brain with an electron powerful microscope. And Dr. Layla Africa may he rest in power, as they say. He had a video that showed a picture of your brain, and he was explaining that there's a universe in there. And of course, I cannot find that video anymore because it has been removed. I don't even remember the name of it. But that lecture was like more than 2 hours long. And he was standing up at a projector, I remember. But I can't find that video anymore. I will try, but that uncle was showing you the evidence. That ends another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmit. All thanks and gratitude to Bobby Hemmit. And I will stop talking now. Thank you.